Have no fear, have no fear. Bennett, not Bennett, is here. I thought I would add on to your good cheer by reviewing our last service year. We started off with the annual meeting. Everyone received an invitation. Were we not touched to our hearts with the revision of the New World's translation? We not only thanked Jehovah and his organization, some was moved to increase their donations. And then we had our circuit assembly and what used to be called our special assembly day. Some increased their service to Jehovah in the months of March, April, or May. But truth be told, they actually did it 30, 50, or 70-fold. Then we had a number of tract campaigns, all designed to honor Jehovah's name. And what about our special talk in the commemoration of Jesus Christ's death? We were preaching, teaching, building halls, and we still was not out of breath. But I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this. This is the 100th year of Jesus Christ's kingdom reign, emphasizing to us our integrity to maintain. But this month it is actually official, so keep your stand on that universal issue. And then we have the Pioneer School. And we know we do not make comparisons as a rule, but we enjoyed making that Pioneer Luncheon, and we did not have not one malfunction. And then in July, we rest and relieve tension, and we concluded with an international convention. And then after that, we distributed another tract. We put up a fine fight telling the world over about our JW website. But now that I have your attention, there's something else I need to mention. We have to give the special delegates an honorable mention. They went to Asia, Africa, Japan, Korea, London, Greece, Germany, Mexico, I tell you. And don't forget the friends who are about to go to Australia. But you know, they say no matter where you may roam, there is no place like home. Because the day before our convention, my mother was having a little apprehension. Though she had the best intention, health-wise, she just wasn't feeling her best. Me and my sisters got together, we helped her pass that test. And wasn't she grateful for her special accommodations? But we had to stop and give her commendations, because present at that convention for my family was 5 generations. And it started a place not far from here called Turner Station. You see, the friends was out preaching the good news. My mom was busy, so she wasn't that enthused. But she asked the sister about our God above. Why would he bury bad people if he's supposed to be about love? That little sister, her zeal can barely maintain. She opened the scriptures and began to explain. She was only 16 years old. Her name was Katie Lane. She helped my mother realize that there was a wicked spirit creature blinding people's eyes. And week by week, she helped her analyze all the doctrine she had learned all her life was nothing but lies. The truth she continued to analyze. Faith she began to exercise. In 1958, she was baptized. And then my father, she began to instruct, not with words and books, but through her conduct. And he began to study, and she was glad. He actually studied with the Lewis family's dad. But it all started with Mom, with that one false doctrine concerning hellfire. And for almost 60 years, she has been proving Satan to be a liar. So what is behind all this hospitality is to bring each of us to the exact same reality. We all can't be number one or Mr. or Miss Congeniality. Just do your best, and what will shine forth? Your own unique personality. Now, if I can bring this into realization, I'm going to need each of you to use your imagination, because I can't be dragging along with me like Philip all sorts of prompts and gadgets for visualization. Could we suffice like Joseph Michael with a simple illustration? Now, every word in the sentence has a job to do. Now, only you can decide which word are you. Now, the noun says to the rest of the words, I am more important than thee. You wouldn't even know the subject if it wasn't for me. And if I need help, I know exactly where to go. I have a first cousin, and he is a pro. Now, the pronoun said, cuz, it's true what you say. But how come every time it's time for me to do my job, I got to push you out the way? For now on, I want the first letter of my words to be capitalized. When people read this sentence as me, they better recognize. And then the adjective says, I know you two have a job to do, but I can think of a few choice words to describe the two of you. And you want your first letter to be capitalized? How about this? I want all of my letters to be italicized. Then the verb said, you guys are all barking nobody. Everyone knows it takes action to make a sentence right. Then the verb within them said, oh, shucks. You guys are going to make me spill your guts. I know sometimes I can be loud, but I am never violent. I have learned a secret. Sometimes you just have to be silent. So there you have all this tension and strife. And the person reading that sentence almost lost their life. But they look back in sadness in what they wrote because they knew full well they could clarify that sentence by adding a footnote. And the poor babe was too afraid that his asterisk looked too much like a star. Wouldn't people look at us and then turn to him and forget who we are? And the poor little footnote said, my dear fella, can we work together? It is not about you and I. We are trying to help people live forever. So, there you have it. It's not about our abilities and talents and gifts. It's our faith. Let it never be lacking. Keep your faith. Keep your balance. Keep on tacking. So, may we never have for us someone to be an idolizer. And on the other hand, we do not need others for us to be a sympathizer. Because above all the gifts and abilities that we have, we are an evangelizer. Now, I'm not one who caused commotion, but what you just heard is not called poetry in motion. It is called spoken word. And I know some of you may find this speech absurd, but whether you did or whether you didn't, remember my name is Bennett, and I am not in it.